Am I live? Yes, I am. I'm live. Sorry about that, folks. I was on the phone. That's just what? How many is it? Just me and you, Mark? I think Nightmare just stopped in and said, hey. He'll probably pop in later. How's everybody doing? I'm here. I'm here. Oh, mine. I'm here. What are you doing? Ringing me? Who? Yep. Where are you? Hello, Raymond. How you doing? I don't think I've met you. No, it's just me tonight. It's just chilling with me tonight. I hope everybody's good. Well, the two of us, or three of us, or two of us, three of us. There he is. One second. 1 second, folks. One second. I'm sorry, folks. This is not very professional. It's all good. Give me 1 second. One second. I'm trying to take care of somebody I care about very much. 1 second. Sorry, this is not very professional. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Bigfoot? Mike? Unfortunately, this comes first. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Chris, how you doing? Aunt Edna. And I said hello to Raymond. Just chilling. It's going to be a short night, though. Morning going to take up to about 1 o'clock. Kind of tired. Been a busy week. I got some things to do in the morning. If I'm going to be here tomorrow night, I want to be at least a little better shape than I am in now. So how's all doing? I'm trying to... Dude, at least you sleep. Probably sleep more than I do. But I'm going to try to get some sleep tonight because I got a lot to do in the morning. You have a good night, Mike. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Well, I'm glad everybody's coming in. Where we at? 10 people already. Hey, Nightmare, there he is. Didn't see you sneak in. I hope you all are having a good night. Beginning of a good weekend. As far as I know, I'll be here tomorrow night. No big deal. Had to take care of something, so I'm sorry about that. Sorry about coming on late. Have to take care of the people you love. Let them know it's going to be okay. So how's all you doing tonight? Mark was worried about me. Where are you? It's all right, Mark. I can be late once in a while. Usually I'm not. Usually I'm here way before you guys. But I had things I had to take care of. Things are much more important than this, I hate to say. Hey, thanks, Nightmare, for posting that for me. I was getting ready to do that. Y'all beat me to it. That's all right, Chris. No big deal, man. I know it's on. I got to catch up. Giles says it's good, so I got to go back and watch and see if it's any worth anything. I'm a little picky. Let's put it that way. Yes, he was over in actually Mike's chat the other day. So with Thursday night, he was in there with Pixie and all them. So he's out there. That's okay. I was talking to Queen before I came in. Oh, you were, huh? Hold on. 1 second. One more. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, folks. Like I said, this is more important. Wow, I'm sorry about this, folks. It's all good, though. So you all good, folks? Yeah, I know. She was getting ready for bed, so I'm talking to her now. We're just saying good nights. What's the fireworks for? What's the fireworks for? And you know why I care about her so much. She comes first. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, I can type really good. Okay. So what was the firework? Oh, good. God, the temps are dropping. Yeah, it's actually what's weird, but I hate just getting in my attention. No, we're good. I'm just saying my good nights. Um, the thing was here, Chris. I know I'm sure it's the same way down there. You guys got storms today. We didn't get none, but the other night, man, we got serious storms like it. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it lasted a good 3 hours. Our lights flickered off and on. I thought I was going to have to get the generator run. But yeah, but it's weird because like today, it got warm about 3 or 4 o'clock. It jumped up almost to the 90s and it stayed in the 80s. And it wasn't bad outside, but it was just the air was just so humid, so thick. And like now, if you go out there, it's real humid. And, I went out to try to do some Tai Chi earlier, and it was like, hey, I don't want to be out here. We got no rain today. Oh, you guys didn't get it? I thought it was heading your way. But yes, the other day we got, about 4 a.m. I thought you guys were supposed to get it today, too. Maybe it stayed farther east. They may have stayed farther east. Ours started at 7 a.m. was off and on all until noon. Really? Yeah, it was crazy that night, man. It came through. Now, it's been weird, like I've been saying. Here it's like they either go around us or dissipate right before they hit us. And then when we do get it, it's just a lot of wind, a little bit of lightning, and a lot of thunder, and it's done. But there's been a couple nights when we have gotten it, it's been like, holy crap. The other night I wasn't asleep. I was like dozing in and out in my chair here because I couldn't get comfortable in bed. What I do is spin the chair about and just throw my feet up on the bed and just relax until it's back. And I can rock in this, and I'm surprised this chair is still working. No rain in our 7-day forecast. Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to get anything either. It's just supposed to get hot and muggy. I know the temperatures are supposed to cool down and come back up again. They're saying the first week of September might be pretty toasty. So we'll see. It's the weather. Wait 5 minutes and it will change. Tomorrow we'll probably get a snowstorm, and then Sunday we'll probably get a hurricane. We had flooding warning tomorrow. Oh, really? 5 miles away. There were some wicked stuff to come through here. They're just those little small I shouldn't say small, supercells that come through. It's because of this crazy ring of fire we got going on right now. It's basically what it is. And I guess there's more fires going now. So I've been in and out working, doing 1,000 things. I'm all itchy. I didn't take a shower, so I'm gross. So how's everybody else doing? Did Aunt Anna come in here? There she is. Yeah, like I said, and if you're still listening, yeah, I saw him in Mike's chat, and that was the last time I saw him. I know he wasn't here Wednesday night. My AC has been barely keeping my place cool. Now, ours is, since we got a new set, we had to get a whole new heater, central air and everything. Man, that new system, man, it sweats. And the guy says it's because your other air conditioner unit and furnace thing was like hunting like a hurting. Oh, I bet you are. But it's sweating. It's really wild. He said after a while it'll stop. Have you been terrorizing villagers again? Nah. I give them a break every so often. And I'm sure you're hurt. I'm sure you're hurt. When they did my neck, they were upset because I stopped taking pain pills. They had me take a couple before the surgery because they have a hard time knocking my ass out during the surgery. They have to really almost kill me to knock me out. And I only take painkillers for the whole time I'm at the hospital, if they keep me. But when I leave that hospital, I won't take them anymore. So I bear it out. I won't touch them. Blame you for the fires? It's possible. No, we cop an attitude once in a while too. No, that was me. What was you? Oh, that was you setting things on fire? Yeah, but I don't blame you, and it hurts. I know it hurts. That's like when they did my hips. Here I was too young to have a hip replacement, but because of the rocking, years of abuse in the ring, took a toll on me. I mean, I'm in good shape. Just the old movement disorder just is trashing my body, and I can't stop the progression of it. God knows they've tried. Ghost, I got the notification. It's on your way. Okay, cool. Thank you, hon. I really do appreciate that. I really do. That's real nice of you. And I will cherish it. Don't worry. I'm not wearing hers tonight. I was kind of, like I said, I had in a shower. It's kind of gross. So that's why I look so rough. But I keep all her stuff. Yeah, I cherish it. What you guys send me, I take good care of. But then again, I take care of everything. So. But I can't wait to see what it is. Hey, Robert, how you doing? I hope you're good. Because there's a new show by the makers of Yellowstone coming out called Lawmen. Each season will be about the West lawmen, starting with Bass. Oh, really? That might be all right. Let's hope they try to keep it as true to form. Some of those lawmen were pretty big badasses, man. So I just hope it's as good as it looks. Yeah, we'll see. Uh, I hope so. I use all the protection I can get. I'm telling you, what I'm seeing out there, I have to admit, I do all the running in this house. I mean, ever since I started seeing this stuff, I've always had to deal with the public because I'm the one that's always doing all the running and stuff. Even I had to work, and I like to work because of my threats. It's best to keep me busy as possible. That way, it just keeps me from doing this and this. So, because it comes in like spurts, it's like a tick. But the tremors are now almost constant. But yeah, I know. I could use all the protection I can get because now these things are, and then what I see on top of it. Because what I'm seeing now is just getting kind of. Some of it has been real creepy. I don't creep out pretty. It takes a lot to creep me out. If I'm creeping out, there's a legit reason. If I'm fearing, there's a reason. That's me letting my instincts kick in. And I'll tell you what, some of the stuff I've seen in just the last couple of days has been just insane. I'm starting to feel for people because there is literally a war of good and evil right now. And let's just say they're starting to make their claims. And if you're not right, you better make things right. Young Guns 3 is coming out. Now, see, I have a problem with that. I heard about that. It's like Hollywood is running out of ideas, so they just making anything now. And if AI starts writing, and it already started, Disney's already done 2 movies with AI writing, and it ain't no wonder they're getting kind of irked there. But then again, anything to shut down I won't go there. They all died in 2. Yeah, that's what I thought. They all died in 2. What are they gonna do? The ghosts of the young riders, the undead run riders. I'm sorry about that. The undead young riders. They're gonna rise out of the grave. Yeah, because I barely remember much of 2. I remember 1, and I remember watching 2 at least once. But yeah, they could do a movie called The Undead Young Gun Young Guns. That would be a good movie. Actually, that would probably be a good a good B movie. Oh yeah, a long time ago. A long time ago. Actually, there's plenty out there. There's plenty of creative people out there, but they have to stick to their agendas. But there are some independent people out there putting out good stuff. You just got to go look for it and listen to the good critics. I don't listen to any critics. There's a few people that are not really official critics that I listen to, and I may go check out something they suggest. But usually, if they don't like it, I'll go see it. Yeah, there's. I'm bummed because they delayed King Kong or Godzilla X King Kong, the new Empire. But they're only pushing it back till April. That's cool with me. That means we get Dune 2 a little earlier, which I'm kind of waiting to see how they run with that. They just don't want to pay. With what's funny is these guys are striking. These guys are all living in like making us look shameful. I mean, we're talking money here. So they've already got a ton of money. What they waste their money on is their fault if they don't have any money. Because they have a lot more money than I have. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel bad for them. They kind of work themselves out of a business. Maybe it's time to rethink things and come back a little bit different. But they're going to have problems with the AI writing. I really do. People put too much stock on it. Just wait till it turns on you. That's the way it was with this and ebook for me. If they hated it, I loved it. Yeah, it's usually. Well, see, here's the thing. When I watch a movie, I watch the movie just to watch a movie. I'm not going to get picky. I'm not going to be. I'm there just to take my mind off of what's going on around me. Sometimes movies are my quiet space, especially old movies. I love old movies, but that's my quiet space sometimes when nothing else works. And I'm going to tell you, if it's good, I'm going to enjoy it. If it's a good popcorn movie, I'm going to enjoy it. Now, I've seen some pretty bad movies in my time, so I don't like artsy fantasy movies. Yeah, well, I'm picky about what I watch. Now, would you consider Logan's Run an artsy fantasy movie? I bet you would, wouldn't you? Logan's Run, because it's kind of an artsy fantasy movie too. But yeah, I'm picky on what I watch, but I do love older stuff. I was raised on Ma and Paul Kettle and Blondie and Dadwood, Three Stooges, Lauren Hardy, Marx Brothers. So I was raised, and even musicals, Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire. I was raised on that stuff. That's all Mom watched. And then you had your noir movies, your crime dramas. And then Dad, he was a cowboy and war movie guy, so you watch those when they're on. I've probably seen every John Wayne movie there was ever made at one point or another. Fartsy movie, not okay. Artsy fartsy movies. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, there's some weird stuff out there. Oh, there is some really weird stuff. I'm going to lean into it. I'm a little antsy. Yeah, it's been a busy week. Trying to get a lot done. I'm a little behind. Well, I'm real behind on outside, but at least it looks good. I've been working on the outside. But when fall comes, everything's getting ripped out and redone. The fire kind of really screwed me up this year. So now I'm playing catch up. But I've caught up. Now I'm hoping to fix the gardens and kind of clean them up, make them look a little better. Dad likes the rustic look. So I plant a lot of ground cover. He likes that wild stuff. So that's what I do. Brings in the butterflies and the birds and the deer. They love his hostas plant. I can never say it right, but they love those plants. They literally eat the leaves, but he says, let them go. That's what it's there for. Okay. The only thing they did that upset me was they ate some really pretty lilies I planted. Interested to see Time Bandit. Yeah, I'm kind of curious of where they go with that. I mean, if they can do it good, okay. We'll see. That's one of those things that I'll wait and see. Me and my son have been watching a lot of anime lately, so if the movie doesn't hook me within the first. Now, see, Robert, I'm the same way sometimes, especially with certain movies like like comedy movies or dramas, or even some horror movies. If they don't hook me right away, I may go back and watch it in bits and pieces later to see if I would have liked it, but. Yeah, they don't hook me right away in some movies. It's like certain topics. If you don't get me right away, you're going to lose me. I'm just waiting to see if anybody says anything else. I can't do all the time. I'm not a good rambler. But yeah, I'll probably cut it about 1 o'clock tonight. I got to get up. I got to do some stuff. We need to take care of some things. So I'm going to do that. And then tomorrow night, if I'm here, I'm sure I'll be here. We'll see how things go. We'll just do Gemma's replay like we usually do. If I'm not here, we'll go for the next round. But I plan on being here. It all depends on how life goes. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm streaming all the time, but I've been go a lot lately. So I may take tomorrow night off just to take a break, sleep in. It's like I'm going to really sleep in. If I move, I had to rewatch the first episode of Walking Dead. Now, see, here's the thing with Walking Dead. To me, I was great when it started, and it's so good. Don't get me wrong. My thing was the zombie thing burned me out really fast. I got sick of it really fast. Younger people ask why I don't like the Fast and Furious. I don't mind the Fast and the Furious movies because they're just popcorn movies. They're not really, anything. This is a popcorn movie. You're not supposed to really think things through. But I'm not a big. I mean, I've seen the first three, but I haven't watched any of the other ones. I haven't really perked my. It has to perk my interest. I'd rewatch Transformers probably before I watch those, or even worse, Resident Evil. And I like Resident Evil movies because they're just fun popcorn movies, and I like the monsters. Yeah, they're not great movies, but they're just fun to go and lose your brain in. You think you watched the first one, Fast and the Furious? I like Tokyo Drift a little bit, but that was. So my dad's a mechanic. I was not the car guy. I was the guy always sitting in his room. I was the loner dude. His son, he had one son that was always go, go, go. And my second brother, second oldest brother, like he was quiet, but always busy. Me, I was the quiet, but always kind of within myself, if you say, especially since I was seeing things, it was hard to talk to people. So I kind of stayed closed off, even with my friends. And then my little brother, man, he was just a whole terror, and that's an understatement. Mhm. The first three, yeah, just I haven't seen any of the. Yeah, so I know a lot of people that haven't seen it. I was talking to somebody. For somebody did a review. If anybody knows who Chris Stuckman is, he did a review. Kind of talked about Old Boy. It's a Japanese movie. That movie's a great movie. And if you have not seen Old Boy, go watch it. I'm telling you, that's all I can say. Just go watch it. It's a good movie. That's one of my favorites. Actually, it's probably within the top 10. I walked out on Transformer 2, never went back to the theater ever since. I don't mind Transformers. I just like the popcorn feel of it. I was a little girl riding her bike around the neighborhood looking at all the fancy cars. Now, see, then my dad loves to go to car shows. So we go to, if we drive by one, we have a couple places that do, parking lot car shows. Oh man, we stop, look at the cars. I love the cars. It's just, I'm not a mechanic. It's pretty sad. I could tear down a printing press or tear down our restaurant and put it back together again. But when it comes to cars, I mean, I know what to do. I know how to take care of things. It's just, I couldn't do anything major. Now, I like Bumblebee. Bumblebee's Rise of the Beast was not bad. Actually, I was a little surprised with it. The Robin Hood TV series. See, I like the movies. The only movie I didn't like was the Kevin Costner. Now, the Russell Crowe was okay. But see, you can't outdo Errol Flynn. So yeah, every car does look the same. I don't know if you heard this, Ed, but I actually went and looked at a Jeep. A nice one too. I think it's a Bronco. Not a Bronco. What was it? It was white. It was nice. I didn't look at the name. I went back to and I looked at it again. I may get it. We'll see. Or a box of dewdrops on wheels. I'll tell you what. And people are talking big about these electric cars, man. They have no idea what problems they cause, really. Am I tired of the thing? I'm trashing all the American cars. Trashing all their American cars. It's just the cars now. I'm sure a lot of people love their Jeeps. I had a buddy that had an old Ford Bronco, one of the good ones, man. That thing took a beating. The first 10 minutes of Bumblebees. Yes, I did like the beginning of that movie. And I like the way they started. Yes, it was well done. See, I'd like to see a movie just like that. Just about them. You don't have to put the human element in it. I think people will go. They It kind of hurt the turtles, which kind of bummed me out. I got to see that, and I was kind of bummed. I have to be honest. I'm a turtle guy. I love my Ninja Turtles, but they kind of bummed me out. I mean, I don't mind them changing things up, but come on. We could do it to right. That's all I can say. But I hate when they mess with, established characters. No humans take away from the stories. You think, huh? I don't think it does. How many comic books have you watched with no humans in, read in the past that had no humans in? I want my 67 Chevy truck back. My dad had a 1953 Chevrolet business coupe, okay? Had no back seat. Literally a Hoover vacuum salesman owned this car. It was a business coupe. No back seat. It was just a panel that opened and closed. And it was 3 on a tree, side 6. And that baby, it kicked for a car. It ran like a babe. And then mom made him sell it. He was so pissed. I tried to talk him into keeping it. But my mom made him sell it. I meant there should be no humans. Yeah, I think there should be in some movies like that. There should, I don't mind, starting off because, I'm into cartoons, but hey, that's definitely a movie you could do with no humans and keep people's attention. Probably do a better story. That's the same thing with like what they did with Prometheus. They could have delved more into the engineers, the blue men, as I call them. I'd like to have seen more of a story about them. I always go to the Teenage Mutant Ninja. See, I love the Turtles, man. I'm actually in my safety deposit box. I have the first 3 issues. I had to fight to get them, but I got them a long time ago when they first came out. And I heard they were out. All nice, cool. Got them all nicely put away. Waiting on Voltron movie. Yeah, that will be interesting. My new GMC truck, when you roll down the windows, the whole truck rattles. If I was sitting in the passenger seat, you wouldn't have to roll down the windows because it would still rattle because I'm shaking. You just see me drive. Actually, I drive. I'm pretty concentrated. That's the thing. Now, if I stop at a light for too long, I'll look over and act like I'm listening to music because I'll see somebody watching me rocking, and so I'll act like I'm listening. Usually, I don't even have anything on in the car. Sometimes I listen to the radio. Most of the time, I leave it off. Yeah, I'd like to see. I mean, they're doing some stuff that I just don't want to see over and over and over again. We'll see what DC does. AI wrote a couple of the Marvel movies. We'll see what that does. I hear Blue Beetle's pretty good. My son seemed to like it. I guess he watched a bootleg or something and said it was really good. He was really kind of shocked. He said he's going to see interesting how they play all this into the new universe. What are we going to do? I'm just excited. I want to see Kong. I want to see Monarch. I like the big guys. I like monsters. Give me monsters. Give me big burly monsters stomping on things. Oh no, they're not putting no chip in me either. Hey, be prepared because there's a chance that they're going to try. I want you to know that now. It's going to start with plastic cards. They're going to try to do totally away with cash. It's coming. Just be patient. It's coming. Well, I shouldn't say be patient. You should be prepared because, folks, there's a lot more coming than you can even imagine. A lot of people who think they are ruling things right now are going to be some of the first targets. So those who are playing along with the crowd are probably going to be the first ones tagged. They say people are using it all the time already. Yes, there is. I think it's a Google overseas, but I know there's a couple tech companies in California, down in Silicon Valley, and across the seas that they're chipped, their time card, everything. They purchase all their lunches through it. The chip is placed in your hand. Yeah, it's usually put like right in here. They usually put it right in here. I've seen them up in here. I've even seen them down around the bottom of the palm. So yeah, they want to put one on your head too. Be prepared, because I've seen schematics for that too. So it's coming, folks. Well, they're going to try. It's, people need to wake up. And somebody said if you could yell and talk to everybody in their dreams, or wake everybody up at the same time across the whole world, what would you say? And I just simply said, wake up. Just wake up. You need to wake up. Make peace with whomever you need to make peace with, because tides are turning. This is only the beginning. I don't like to get political, so I'm not going to keep the politics out, but I'm just telling you, from the things I've seen, from what I've researched, from the chatter I've seen on the dark web, things are going to change. Oh, nanobot technology is way better than. Yeah, but the problem with nanobot technology, yeah, they may be able to cure disease, but what else can they do with you too? We already know every time they do something, they hide something within it. Unfortunately, I have a hard time trusting these people, and I have good reasons. One night, I'll tell you guys about something I found when they did surgery. Wasn't good, and I made them take it out. That will have to be a Rumble one when I get everything. Hopefully, I can get her to switch over to Rumble, because that's something I want to be able to talk about in Rumble. I don't talk too much about that situation. Oh, do you? Yeah, the malaria has been showing up in a couple places. They think it's these mosquitoes they supposedly GMO'd. They're supposed to stop it, and it's actually spreading it. And they're spreading. They were supposed to only stay in one place, and they're moving across the country. Yeah, it probably won't tell you. There's a couple places along the East Coast, down along the southern counties, down along Louisiana and stuff like that. There's malaria too. They're keeping it awful quiet. Yeah, you probably will see it, Nightmare. You probably will. Or they'll combine it with something. They like mixing things, and I'll probably get myself in trouble, so I better be careful what I say, because there is a lot of chatter. They're already trying to tell people. If you haven't heard, they're already colleges, some businesses, Hollywood's already telling everybody to mask up. I've heard rumors of possible quarantines again, so be ready. Like I said, this is only the beginning. Let's just hope that things don't happen the way they're supposed to. Yeah, tonight, you had one tonight, man. We and Chris was just talking earlier about the storms we had the other day. We got one in the middle of the night. It was nice all day, and then you saw the clouds move in, and I thought for sure it was going to rain like 10, 11 o'clock. I woke up to it. It was probably about 1, 2 o'clock. It was probably about 1 o'clock, and it lasted a solid 3 hours. Man, it just ripped through here. Our lights kept going out. I kept waiting to go turn the generator on. Yeah, they're going to be like that right now, because you got a ring of fire going on. Now, heat dome's starting to shift again, but there's still a ring of fire, so all the moisture is just going around this big old heat dome. Yeah, the other night when it rained here, it dumped a crap load. It started hailing first. I heard the hail first. First, it was a big lightning bolt, and I mean, it lit this place up. Then a real loud crack, and then I just heard nothing but hail for probably about 3 minutes, and then it switched over to rain, and then it just lightning and thunder for like a solid 3 hours. It was like, holy crap. It's been a while. So I just laid there and enjoyed it. I'd opened the curtains and watched the lights flicker. I wasn't sleeping anyway, so I might as well. I'm going to try tonight, because it's a busy, busy day tomorrow. So what else is going on other than crazy weather? Fires everywhere. You got fires above us. Now you got fires starting to underneath us. There's fire in North Carolina, South Carolina. There's a couple down going on down south. And of course, along the east country, the west of the country, and then you got basically Canada burning. What we need is a good torrential downpour over the whole country. Put them all out. I just like new ones. You see everybody talking about the Maui fire. Ooh, excuse me. The Maui fires. There are literally places where you see the fires stop at the road, and all the mansions on the other side of the road are untouched. The grass is not scorched or nothing. And they were telling people they couldn't fly drones in there anymore. They weren't allowing independent journalists in there anymore. Oh, there was more than that. And there's more than 388 people missing, lost. There are a lot more. They're not talking. Somebody keeps bringing up kids, and they're not even talking about how many kids have been lost. A lot of people, a lot of people ran to the ocean for, safety because, you might as well stay in the water. The only place you got to go is the water. So they think some people might have been swept away or drowned. But yeah, it's sad. But you're going to find that count way higher than they're saying. And they're being real quiet. Like I said, they're not letting independent journalists in there. They're not letting anybody fly drones over it. The guy that flew the helicopter that caught where the fire line stopped, and it literally stops at the road. One side of the road, it's crispy. And then there's mansions on the other side, not even touched. The grass is still green. Don't even look like anybody's homing in any of the homes. When that guy landed, they were trying to take his footage, and he wouldn't give it to him. So he was basically posting it right there while he was trying to get it taken away from him. There's a lot of suspicion about that one. That's why Joe took so long to go and look like a fool there. What's everybody think about Trump's mugshot? We can talk about that. That's almost as good as Frank. It'll probably be as big as Frank Sinatra's mugshot. That's for sure. You'll make a fortune off that just alone. That great look back at the camera. I'm going to get you guys. I'm going to get you good. You're all fired. I can see it now. You're all fired. Yeah, that his mugshot will probably make more money than Frank Sinatra's mugshot ever did. I can guarantee it. Yeah, I thought it was hysterical too, because the look he gives is like he's looking at these guys like, yeah, you're messing with the wrong person, man. It's great. It's classic. And you had a lot of fake ones out before that. But that one's perfect. That's Trump all the way. And I'm not a big Trump guy. Right now, I don't like any candidates. I don't trust anybody right now. But yeah, I thought it was hilarious too. And when I saw it today, when they showed it, I was like, oh, there went Frank Sinatra's record for the best mugshot. I think Trump just took it. Or at least he'll probably make a ton of money off. Frank Sinatra's picture of his mugshot, it makes a lot of money. It sells a lot. What else is going on? Well, we have 15, 20 minutes left, and I'm going to cut it quick. I should be here tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Anything's possible in this world. I just do need a kind of a break. I've got tired. But knowing me, I'll probably be here one way or another. I love you guys too much. Yeah, they're always selling the T-shirts on it. They also have frame pictures and stuff like that. All kinds of stuff that'll be being sold. Yeah. Oh, he'll make a ton of money off it. He'll probably pay for all of his legal fees with it. And one judge in Pennsylvania ruled that because he was a president while all this was going down, they made him they gave him presidential immunity. So everybody's all pissed off at that. So we'll see what happens. It's all a scam. We all know what's going on. I think everybody's talking about it. I mean, even their own people talk about it. It's obvious. So we'll wait and see what happens. What else is going on? Everybody got quiet. Me and Anna now. 8 people. Yeah, 8 people watching. Yeah, like I said, I'm not pushing tonight. If I can get all my stuff done tomorrow, I'll be happy. Did a lot today. Do a lot tomorrow. Kind of hoping Saturday night and Sunday's cool, casual days. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy year, folks. Wait till 2024 to 2024. That's going to be. It's going to start really getting interesting after that. This winter is going to be really interesting. So what else is up, folks? Talk to me. These should be an age limit 60. I totally agree with you. Oh, I totally agree with you. And it should have been something they'd done a long time. Because some of these people, they should have been a long time ago. All they are now are puppets. You talking about elder abuse? That's what that is. What's happening right there. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have as for the weather-wise, it'll be interesting too. Oh, I can guarantee it's going to be weather-wise, it's going to be very interesting for a lot of people. But I'm talking about more in the human reality world. It's going to get interesting. You think prices are bad now? It's going to, like I said, it's going to get interesting. So, anything else? Not everybody's drilling down now. We're down to 6 people. That's all right. Like I said, I'm going to cut it short tonight, anyways. But I'll probably be here for tomorrow. And if something changes, I'll let you know. We'll do our Gemma replay. We're going to do, I should be here. If I'm here, it'll be replay. Listener encounters 4. And then if you guys will do 5. And like we did last week, we ended up doing 2. Hey, Vixen, how you doing? Hey, don't worry about Wednesday night. Like Gemma said, we should have probably just gone ahead and done a timestamp, so it's kind of on us. We know you don't leave, so hey, you fall asleep. I don't blame you, sweet. Yeah, it's starting to smell like fall here too a little bit. Humidity makes it kind of not yet. Got one more. Yeah, just hanging. Like I said, I'm gonna kind of not keep it too long tonight. I have been go. Poor Gemma worried about me Wednesday. I didn't answer her back. Thing is, with the way I am, if I get on a good roll, I don't like to stop because I'm afraid if I stop, I'll start having tremors or start having muscle cramps. So I just go with it and oh man, Wednesday was a cruise day. I felt bad though. I come back to my phone. Where are you? If you don't answer back in so much time, I'm gonna blow your phone up. Like, yeah, I'm okay. But yeah, when I'm on a roll, I got to keep going. And I was getting a lot done. That was the same thing yesterday and the same thing today. I just been go. And then some plate fell out underneath my car. Thank God it was nothing important. Do you get spasms? Goes, yeah, I get muscle spasms, and they're not fun. See, the tremors don't cause me the pain unless I have them like all day long. I mean, my dad shakes, but mine are like, how can I put? They're like a tick. They'll start for a while, and sometimes they're worse than others. Other times, but it's like, oh, I'll be okay for a while, and all of a sudden, it's like I'm going 1,000 miles a minute. Now the muscle spasm, man. Once what happens? I get either the cramps first, and then they start spazzing, or I have the spasms and they start cramping. Oh my gosh, it's worse than a Charlie horse. Oh, they're worse than I'm. Sometimes they got me so bad, it's just like I'm curled up in bed. It's like when I had migraines when I was a kid. All I want to do is just fight through it. But they got me on new stuff that I kind of like because I told them I'd stopped taking a lot of medicine again. When they tried that experimental drug on me, and it basically did kill me. Might as well say it killed me. I swore that I told them then no more, and we had started weaning stuff back. And I said, let's find one medicine, at least calm the tremors down and keep it chill. And they managed to keep, this one seems to keep me a little more chilled. That's when you guys see me sitting real still. I'm not really sitting still. My legs are going 1,000 miles a minute, and it's usually because of muscle spasms. During the streams, when you see me click off, it's usually because I got to get up. She didn't reply back to me today. Was about to send you an after her. What? Wait. Ghosty, she didn't reply back to me today. Was about to send you after her. When she replied. No, she's been busy. She had a lot to do today. She was trying to cram 2 weeks of work into 1 week because, she's going to be at mom's all next week. And she doesn't, who wants to work while you're visiting your mom? So she was busy. She was really, really busy. I even bugged her a couple of times and I felt bad. But I know she had work to do. She's got stuff she had to do. Feels like stabbing electrical knife. Now, see, mine's not like that. It's just a solid muscle spasm. And sometimes I was sitting, actually, was sitting in the car, me and Dad, and I started having one in my arm. And he was literally watching my whole forearm just go, and he was like, "Wake out!" I go, "Yeah, this is not uncommon." My back does it. I actually have it in my neck. Sometimes my neck will do it, and I think that's what happens right before. It usually happens, and then after that, either I start stuttering, I have a hard time talking. Okay, Mark, I got you. Yeah, I like her shorts too. She's doing real good. Once she gets the swing of it, I like the card pulls. That's a good idea. Doing a quick card pull for each sign is a good thing. And her, spiritual awakening thing was really a big hit. The hair washing thing was a big hit, which surprised me. Oh, I got my gift box. So sweet of her. You didn't have to do. Oh, you did get it? That's awesome. If she may be watching, I don't know if she is. She was pretty tired. She's had a long day. So I'll make sure she knows you got it. Okay. If you haven't told her yet or sent her an email, I'll also make sure she knows you got it. No, she wanted to do that. For somebody, she sent somebody one and she had the wrong address on it, and that sucked. So she feels really bad about that. Trying to help her. That's all right. Hey, man, she's a good woman. That's what she does. She sends me stuff. I told her not to worry about it. But then again, I'm just as bad. I do spoil her sometimes, but she's so sweet to me and she's so good to me. I know I can be a pain in the butt sometimes. She can't be too, so bless her heart. No, she's like that, Anna. Yeah, she is a dear. Yeah, she is. She's my brown-eyed Jersey girl. I won't deny that. She's the hostess with the mostest. Yeah, because I crack up sometimes because I do at times feel like her secretary in stream. Secretary Dragons, please come to the table. I got a job for you to do. I love taking all of her notes. You should see how much notes I take. I write stuff down just in case she asks. Yeah, she is a sweetheart. And just like all of us, we all have our problems. Some of our problems are a little more intense than others, but everybody has intense problems, so you really can't compare. But she's going through a lot. She's trying to get stuff done. We have to watch their hair washer when I point into a place where I can actually have a bathroom with running water. Oh, bummers. Where you at, Vixen? You're in your camper? She says it works, but my hair's too short. See, that's one thing I don't like about my haircut this time. You cut it a little too short. Now, I used to be a punker. If I probably put some dip in it, I'd probably get it to stand up. So, like those pictures I did that one day. And I missed those pictures. She wasn't on Facebook. Those were some goofy pictures. Yeah, the queen, called the king of the dragons, the guardian of the gemstones, keeper of gemstones, guardian of dragons, whatever she says. I'm sure she'll correct me. So everybody else up to? Like I said, I'm going to cut it kind of short tonight. I do really have to, I got to try to get some sleep because I got some serious physical work to do tomorrow afternoon. If I want to do anything during the week, I got to get this stuff done. Still in the rig. We'll be moving into a winter-friendly place in September. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I got you, Vixen. Yeah, I told Dad when I'm done taking care of him, as time passes, I'm not keeping the house. I'm the guardian of gemstones. I'm the keeper of the list. That's what I say. I'm the keeper of the list and guardian of gemstones. Second here. But I keep telling everybody, if I don't find a place that, well, I'm not going to keep the house. I think it was offered to me, but I have to do some things in order to keep it. As much as I love this house, I've done my time in it. I grew up in this house. So I'm ready to go back. I was away from it a while. Now I'm back. Now I'm ready to go. So when he goes, I'm done. And I'm thinking about either getting me a small one bedroom, get me a camper. I'm going to do a lot of traveling. I've always wanted a camper. Actually, I could live in that. It's just me. I'm simple. I'm so simple. I'm a man of I'm how can you put it? I'm a man of simple means. It don't take much to keep me alive. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't do van life because you have to have a place to go home to, and a lot of times it turns out to be more of a disaster and a pain. But when you can go out and run around for a month or two and then come home, that's nice. I could do that. There'd be one other way I'd settle down there because, and that's still up in the air. But yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Give me a one bedroom, settle down, be able to come and go as I please. As much as I love my kids and everything, I'm done living with one. My poor ex. I bought a tent that attaches to my Jeep and me. Oh yeah, I've seen those. Those are nice. Actually, those are pretty nice. And there's some really nice ones out there you could do. Oh, Nightmare, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, dude. That is way too nice, man. Thank you. Really. I do appreciate it. It will go to Gemma and go to the stream. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It was really nice of you. That's my biggest tip ever. Do I have to take something off now? I don't want to. Smoochy would have loved that. I might be willing to try van life if I had a life partner. I'm doing it a lot. But see, I've been along a while. Even, ever since I got divorced. I mean, I'm living with guys and I live with people, but I'm still pretty much a loner. You ask my dad, once I'm done working for the day and everybody's in bed, or if I'm not streaming, I'm here or I'm doing my own thing because nights are mine. I do all day. And I get tired of seeing the things I do when I go out. So if I stay home, I'm busy. Yes, I really do appreciate it. And blessings to you too, sir. Or person you. I take it you're a guy. I always forget. I don't dwell on those things. Get a dog, Vixen Doe. Get a dog. We'll see if you got it for the end. Dog would be nice. See, I love my dog, but my problem is I'd have a camper and I'd have my tanks in my camper. because I got to have my toads and my salamanders. So I'd rig it up where I could put. I can't. At least an aquarium I keep them in. I have my overlord. Getting big dog might freak her. That's right. Your overlord. So I take it the kitty is doing good after getting a hold of the hydroperoxide. If she's still the overlord, I guess so. She's regained power again. Thanks again, Nightmare. That was real super nice. I do appreciate it more than you know. Yeah, I'm gonna just let the overlord thing slide because we all have our own little overlords. Mine's a 90-year-old man that acts like a 12-year-old. Bless his heart. I took him to the doctors to get his knees checked because he's been having knee problems. Man, his knees look better than mine. I mean, he has some issues, but a lot of it's just rheumatoid or arthritis. Yeah, I used to be allergic to cats too. Now it's not so bad. When I had my last allergy test, it didn't show, so I'm shocked. And I've only been around a couple cats. The ex has cats, and it didn't seem to bother me. But man, a few years back, I even got near a cat. Man, my eyes would swell. Change subject again. Like I said, I'm not as good as Rainbow's Gemma. And like I said, a lot of this Friday nights are mostly for you guys to hang out, and I just ramble in the background. Now we're up to 9 people again. Well, hello, 9th person. I'm glad everybody's hanging out. Got something to say? Say it. She's doing great. She is used to teacup dogs. She has never been around a golden retriever or a German shepherd sized dog. My dog is a medium sized dog. I don't know if you've seen him in the stream, so he showed it a couple times. And he's a cross between a pit. His mom was a full blooded pit, and his dad was a Cocker Spaniel and a Chihuahua mix. Nobody's trying to figure out how he got that lucky. But those pups were weird looking dogs. I like your ghost stories. You know, like it. I may tell, if you guys want me later on, I probably won't tonight. Like I said, I'm going to cut it short. But when I come on Fridays, I can start, like after everybody settles in, I can tell some of my stories. I was going to for a while, but I kind of like the fact that everybody was just talking and having fun. But I can do that. I'd be more than happy to do that. I got my notebooks now, so I can go back and refresh my memory and stuff. Okay, I can do that. Because like I said, if it wasn't for all the stuff I have to do tomorrow, and I kind of have to go have my car checked. So real quick in the morning, and then I got to run Dad to do some things, and then come home and I got some really heavy, fun stuff to do in the garage. I'm really not excited about, but it needs to be done. But yeah, I think I'll do that. Next Friday, I'll do that. If I'm around next Friday, and life's good, and I can be on the flip side, I'll do that starting next Friday. I'll pull out a couple of my best ones. And actually, like I started to do when I first started doing this, I was going to actually start when I was young and start telling some of the stories as I grew up. I've given little ones here and there, but man, not just my stories. The stories I've heard from people out on the road when we used to go driving around this state, sitting in diners and talking to truckers. And speaking of, Andrew, if you're listening, I hope you're doing well. The stories I've heard all over this place. I've had people in this state tell me stories of their vacations someplace else. So yeah, I can do that. I won't mind that. I can do that. I was just trying to, like I said, I was just trying to feel things out. And then I just enjoyed watching you guys chat and me just ramble along. Love road trips. I love to drive. See, I'm a road trip guy too. See, that's the thing though. I don't mind change every so often. Heck, I get bored with my room, I'll probably change it. So I like change. So I like taking road trips. And we took a lot of them when we were younger. A lot of them behind mom and dad's. But we would be gone for weekends. Um, During the summer, we'd take off for weeks, say we're going camping, and all we would do is just drive around, hang out in little campsites, talk to people in the little towns. You know, the fun places are the little towns because they look quiet and tame. Man, the stories you get out of some of those towns. Woo-wee. And then some of the stuff I've seen on the road. Yeah, that's possible, Vixen Doe. Yeah, that's very possible. I'm just glad it didn't hurt her. You know, apparently it did fine, so you got lucky. Well, I shouldn't say you got lucky. You know, they'd make a hydroperoxide for human consumption that you could actually detox on it, but it's a job and you have to do it right. But it's a they use it in foods, but you got to get the pure stuff, and you can actually detox on it, and you could quit smoking, everything on it if you do this right. But it's a rough ride. I tried it once and couldn't make it through it because it kind of makes you sick for a little bit. So you have to be determined. I may try it again in the future because I could use a good detoxing. I mean, a massive detoxing. All these drugs they put in me in over the years, and now I'm trying to get back in shape. I'm losing weight, but I still look good. And the man boobs. Yeah, they are just like children. Yes, they are. I will. I always do, Mark. Yeah, I'm pretty careful. I watch the skies very closely and what's under my feet too. I don't worry about witches because we don't like to use the word witch. I call them ladies on broomsticks with pointy hats. But I've seen some good looking witches too. Woo wee. Everybody should be on a good pre and pro. But yes, I agree. I totally agree. I take magnesium. I mean, I take stuff that I need to take. I try to take as organic as possible if I have to take it. But I'm telling you what, the meds they try to stick the meds people are taking, we're going to find out they're worse for you than they are. They may be helping you, but they're really a lot worse than they think. Oh, and low flying airplanes over Jersey. We'll see. We were sitting at the turnpike. I think we talked about this one night when I was there with her, and we left her doctor's office. I pushed, I was doing the GPS thing, and I pushed the quickest route, but it wasn't the quickest route. We literally sat in New York traffic, expressway traffic, for what, 2 or 3 hours? It almost felt like maybe 3 hours. But when we first sitting there, we were watching the planes coming and going, and I kept showing her these UFOs that would come follow them in and then just disappear. And then they'd shoot straight up. They would just disappear. And it happened like twice, maybe 3 times. She's like, I said, at least we had a little excitement out of it, but that traffic. We left in the afternoon, went to the mall. I hit the GPS. It said, "Oh, this is the best way." It took us all the way around. I never sat in so much traffic in my entire damn life. It was a nightmare. They almost Glenn fried you with the med. Yeah, you got to watch. That's what. I hate to say it, When I tried that experimental drug, something in my gut said not to take it. But man, I was getting bad, and I wanted to try. Sometimes you gotta try things. And when they found me something like this in the chair, I was blue. They said I was blue. I wasn't breathing. I was blue. Said they had me breathing when I left, and then they said I stopped in the squad. And I said, and when I finally got up and I felt like I was a human again, I told them no more meds, no more, done, serious, done, over, done. Yes, I know, and I try to watch what my dad takes, but man, he's 90 years old. He can use, but like I said, he went and had his knees looked at. Oh, it was funny. Here, I was meant to tell you, we went to get his knees looked at. Okay. Now his knees were really good for his age. I was really shocked. I mean, there's arthritis and stuff, so you can see the arthritis. But I figured he'd be rubbing bone, and he still had a good gap in there. But they want to put a little bit of gel in there to kind of give him some more cushion, because one was like leaning in. So I think he's trying to decide if he wants to do that or not. I told him it's just a choice, because he does. I mean, he's just getting unstable. His legs are just unstable. He's got that neuropathy from the diabetes kind of kicking in. But he stays pretty active. And we're standing there. Well, anyways, we go in. We do a hand on, go to the reception, hand the paperwork and all this stuff. When we get done, we go and I just bathroom right there. I go, Dad, hold this paper while I go in the bathroom. And then the paper went in the bathroom. I come out and he's gone. Well, right before we went into the bathroom, the lady that checked us in was a cute little blonde. And he was flirting with her. And I'm like, oh my God, where'd he go? And I'm running around looking for my dad. I don't know where he's at. He just disappeared. And I go back out there. I'm standing where the reception is, looking around, thinking maybe he went into one of the other bathrooms. And the lady goes, are you looking for someone? They go, yeah, my daddy was standing right here. Where'd he go? Did you see him? And then the blonde goes, oh, that guy that flirted with me? I think they took him back. So she pulls it up and they took him back. I mean, he didn't even get back to the seating area before they took him back. I was impressed with that. But we sat in that room for like an hour before they even came in and talked to him after they did the x-rays. He wasn't happy about that. He's like me, and he knows how I am. I was stepping and seeing. I was like, come on. But I actually thought he was out chasing nurses because he was flirting with everybody. Bless his heart. I mean, he was flirting too. He's a ham. Now I take Tylenol or mental motion. Have you noticed sometimes it's hard to find Tylenol ever since the big Tylenol scare? There were times here for a long time you couldn't find Tylenol anywhere. It's like nobody would carry it. But I'm slowly seeing it here back on the shelf. I mean, there were times, unless it's that big of a seller, but I doubt it. See, none of that Tylenol. They tried giving me Tylenol 3s once after surgery because I wouldn't take a real painkiller. I'm like, dude, it's like taking children's aspirin, man. I don't want that. It's not going to do me any good. But wait, I'm not going to waste my money. But I just chill. I had pain. I mean, I feel bad because I don't like comparing people's pain. Because the way I feel pain and deal with pain is a lot different when it's the way somebody else deals with pain. I always say, use what works for you. That happened to me in Philly at the one time I went to Jersey, took a trip twice as long. Also went through a snowstorm there. Oh, that's fun. Nothing like going through snowstorms. That stuff is so bad for us. Oh, yeah. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, and and when they did my neck, it's one of the times I died. And when things were done and they were going to release me, they kept pushing painkillers on me. I don't want your painkillers. Because won't you at least take a prescription. So if you need like 5, you have them. So I'll take the prescription. So I took the prescription. I just ended up going home and throwing it away. I just dealt with it. Pain is pain now to me. Yeah. A guy hit me actually a while back ago when me and my brother got into it. He hit me right in the face. I just looked at him and laughed. I didn't think I was going to, because he hit me hard. I thought I was going down. But I stood my ground and laughed at him. It didn't hurt. And I said, pain. You know, Kevin, how I live in pain. If that's all the pain you're going to cause me, you've got a lot more coming to you. But yes, that's another thing. People don't stop to think, oh, this medicine's real good for you, until you hear them list all the side effects. And I can guarantee you, out of all those side effects, 2 of them are going to pop up and cause you major grief. I laugh every time I hear medication commercials. It's like, okay, now it's time for 15 minutes of side effects. Some people, it turns their organs into something like pen paper. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they try to watch when you get older, especially up in your 80s and 90s. They've tried to watch giving you that stuff. They told Dad when he went to go get his knee looked at, the doctor told him when she was going to set up the appointment for the knees. She told him they may not even see you. They probably won't do surgery on you because of your age. She said all they may offer to do is make you comfortable. They've offered him the cortisone shots, but he's a diabetic, and that makes his sugar go nuts. So he said he may try to gel, but he's still thinking about it. I told him, if anything, get a little bit of shot in there, give it a little bit of cushion, and then we can go get him. Ghosty, gonna call it a night. See you tomorrow. You good night, Mark. You take care of yourself. Have a good morning, okay? And have a good night. Yeah, I'm getting ready to call it here too. Like I said, I got to get up in the morning. I got so much to do. And most of it, I'm here at home, but it's the running I got to do first. I want to get the running done. And get it out of my hair so I can get it all. Yeah, I think I am going to call it too. What time we got here? 1:23. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it tonight too. I need to do that. And I should be here tomorrow night unless something changes. As far as I know, I'll probably be here. We'll do Gemma's replay, and we'll do listener counters 4 and 5 if everybody's up to it, and we'll go from there. I want everybody to have a safe night. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I wasn't going to do another 2 or 3 o'clock night. I need to get some rest, or try to. So please have a wonderful, wonderful night. Have a wonderful morning, and I will see you guys on the flip side of midnight tomorrow night. Take care. Have a good one, folks, as we slowly fade into the distance.